Everybody, welcome back to Atomfall, and this is a fix video for those of you on PC who are having troubles with the textures looking absolutely terrible. And I'm looking at this bush for a reason, because one of the ways that you notice this is the fact that the bush looks like they're from an Xbox 360, or the ground looks terrible, or you'll go into a building and things like the posters won't be right, and you'll be like, oh, and the boxes won't look right, oh, that sort of stuff. So you look at something like this and it'll just be like really blurry. Now, there may well be other reasons for this. So the first thing would be always to just check your display settings, that you've got the graphics detail turned up. But I think what can happen with Atomfall is an update problem. So what happens, and this has happened to me with the Windows Xbox app, the Microsoft app, is that it starts to download an update of the textures, or for some reason the textures need updating, and it never gets round to updating them. So what will happen is you'll go to your library and you'll go to Atomfall, and it will be trying to update, and it might even have an error, and it might even say something like can't connect to servers. But generally, if you stop and then restart, or pause or restart the update process, it'll then start updating and start downloading whatever it's trying to download, and then when it gets to the end, it will then update the game, and then the textures will magically be back. Well, not magically, I think it's just re-downloaded the textures. And I think maybe what happens, especially with the Xbox version, the Microsoft version here, sorry, the Microsoft Windows version, is that if you're like me and you mainly use Steam, you don't open the app that very often, and if you've got it to set so that when you close the app it shuts down and can't do updates in the background, it never gets to do the update properly. And one of the problems with the textures looking blurry is they look blurry, and you're thinking, did it look like this before when I was playing it? And if you haven't played it for a long time, you might be a bit like, I'm not quite sure. So go into the game, go into see if there's any updates, see if there's any updates that have failed, and then restart the update or pause and restart it. Now, that's on the Windows Microsoft app, but also if you were on Steam, now I don't own it on Steam, but if you did, what you would probably do is go to your library, find the game, go to properties, go to installed files, and then go to verify integrity of game files or update, and it would say update. Or actually, I tell you what, you can also do that within Microsoft. In fact, you click on the three things, go to manage, go to files, and go to verify and repair. So I guess if you didn't have an update running and it still looked blurry, go to verify and repair, because it's probably the textures that have somehow become corrupted and can't be used by the game again. So there we go, and then you'll have a beautiful looking Atomfall, which I think does look in lots of cases absolutely stunning. Of course, it's in the British countryside, so what more could you want? And look, there it is. Wow, there's the nuclear power plant. Not looking very good. If you haven't checked out Atomfall already, highly recommend you do. It's a great action adventure shooter, sort of survival, very much imagine like a Fallout Light, or a Resident Evil, an open world Resident Evil Light, that sort of thing. It's not very difficult if you've got it on the easier settings, but it looks good. It's got a really cool story and a really good way that you move around the world, checking out clues, almost like a mystery, to be honest. But there's lots of shooting, lots of melee, and lots of open world exploration. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you have, hit like, comment, the same, subscribe. Of course, I'll see you again soon.